Hey guys, so I'm about a week late on uploading this particular video. With the holiday rush and whatnot, things got out of hand. But regardless, this is my new bedroom fan now. This is a Casablanca Four Seasons. Now, this one is not a Four Seasons 3, nor is it obviously the original Casa Four Seasons. This is a weird transitional model that came out, I want to say, late 80s, early 90s. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. This, I think, was made by another company that Casablanca imported as a more budget-friendly fan. And what makes this one unique amongst other Casas, as well as pretty much all ceiling fans, little detail here is it uses hex head screws to hold the blades on. So I thought that was kind of weird, and it's not too much of an issue if you have a nice long Allen key, but I can see how it can be a pain to deal with. But other than that, let's get it started, shall we? So like I said, I had to replace that tat tongue in here. It wasn't going to hang around long. That came true when I woke up for work one morning, not to the sound of my alarm, but to the sound of the fan knocking. It was, because of that slight wobble it had, well, how do I put this? It was rocking back and forth on the mount, and it was, something on it was making a knocking noise. It may have been one of the wire nuts tapping on the back box, something weird, I'm not sure. So after trying a couple different things and realizing the noise wasn't going away when running it, I decided now's a good time as any to replace it. Going through my collection, I discovered this fan again and realized, like I said in the beginning, I haven't used this fan at all since I introduced it like almost 4 years ago now. I don't even remember if it made it into one of my display videos. So after putting some oil into it, and I hung it in here, and I am not regretting it. This is an awesome fan for my room. This will be staying up for a long time. So I had mistakenly called this a Four Seasons 3, and the Four Seasons 3 is a newer evolution of this fan, but yeah, this one is labeled just as a Four Seasons, and a model F242. I'm not sure who the company was on this thing. I want to say Halsey, but I could be wrong on that. Low speed is pretty quick on this fan, but I am getting a good breeze from it on low. Good air mover. Go to medium. There ain't nothing like filming from the comfort of your bed. Yeah, so medium speed on this fan is pretty close to your average 52-inch fan's high speed. This is a pretty fast little fan. Even for a more budget-friendly Casablanca, it's an awesome fan. Other than one like 30-inch model that WeFire used to own, I haven't seen these at all. If I have, this is definitely a fan I've mistaken for a Four Seasons 3. Yeah, I'm getting a good breeze on it on medium. This is a perfect fit for in here. No airlock to worry about, but moves a lot of air and runs silently. Well, 90% silent. There is some slight bearing noise, but it's very minimal. Practically non-existent. Go to high. Oh yeah, that's a good breeze. Usually for the winter time, I'll put up a weaker fan just because I don't need a breeze that often, but in this case, I'll make an exception. No harm in running a fan on low. There's an ever so slight wobble just because of a couple of the blades being off center. I tried bending it back and it really doesn't wobble, I gotta be honest, but you can still see the blades are still a little out of whack. I don't know, what do you guys think? Does it fit the decor of the room much? Normally I like to put brass fans in here to kind of go with the old wood paneling, but in this case, I don't mind the white. All right, enough of me rambling. Let's see spin down, shall we? I want to say that I've had experiences with the newer Four Seasons fans in my childhood. But like many fans, I wouldn't have acknowledged it until I started collecting. This particular one I never knew about until I bought it at my restore. I bought this thinking it was just a regular Four Seasons 3, but I didn't even realize what I did until I brought it home and saw the hex-headed screws to put the blades on, and that's what really threw me off. I've WeFire, and then I've had several people in my comments on my previous video of this fan tell me that this is not a Four Seasons 3. It is, in fact, its own unique model. Which, thank you all for that. So that turned out, I thought that was pretty cool. And another thing I noticed was, I don't know if it's because mine's a 52-inch model, or excuse me, a 44. Actually, I do have a 52-inch one too. The motor housing looks smaller. I could be crazy, but it looks like it's smaller than it would be on the Four Seasons 3. Yeah, I have a 52-inch one in polished nickel that's missing parts. I have yet to film that. And then I had that brass one, the 44-inch one, or 42, I can never remember with those fans. I would have hung that in here if I had a shorter down rod. I'm sure I have one I could jerry rig onto it or something. And this is a pretty good spin down for what it is. Normally fans like this don't spin too well for me. This one is an exception. And now 0 to high. Not as fast as some of the other Casas of the time, such as the Panama or Lady Delta, but still better than a lot of the other offerings, especially the more budget-friendly ones. Yeah, this fan, like I said, this is going to be staying here a while. But anyway, that's all for now, so there you have it, the 42-inch Casablanca Four Seasons. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day.